Hi guys, this is my All About Me presentation for our class EDT 6005. My name is Emily Adams and this is a little bit about me. So starting off, where am I from? I was born in Seaford, Delaware. I was raised in Greenwood, Delaware, and now I live in Bridgeville, Delaware. So I've never gone outside of Delaware to live, other than like vacation and trips and stuff. I went to Woodbridge from kindergarten to 12th grade, and now I'm back at Woodbridge as a middle school teacher. I graduated from Woodbridge High School in May of 2017. Right after high school, I directly went to Del Tech, where I started my associate's degree, and then I graduated from there in December of 2019. After Del Tech, I then went to Wilmington University. I got my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I graduated there in May of 2022. Now I'm back to Wilmington to complete my master's degree. So my professional background, starting in 2017, I had placements where I observed different classes throughout Sussex County, and in 2019 I became a substitute for Woodbridge. Then in 2019, I had my first long-term substitute position, which this was my favorite. I feel like I got an experience like no other. Everything's on you. So I kind of learned how to manage time better. I learned about, little stuff like making copies and with communicating with parents and open house and report cards and meeting with them. And it was just a really cool experience I'm really grateful for. Then in 2020, I taught virtually through Zoom, so I still had that long-term sub position that went into the next year. And when COVID shut everything down, we switched to Zoom, and then we still continued to teach. And in 2021, I had my second long-term substitute position. And then in 2022, I did my student teaching at Woodbridge, and then I graduated in May. And in 2022, I was hired in July to be a 6th grade ELA teacher. Okay, so online and teaching experience, I did receive both. So starting with teaching, like I said, I had a long-term sub position that went into April of the following year. So when I started in the fall and then COVID shut everything down in March, I still had about another month to finish out. So we taught utilizing Zoom, and then we taught students through a hybrid schedule. So the cool thing was that my substitute position, the long-term, and my placement for school was the same. So I got to finish the entire year with them. So when school opened back up and students had the option to come to school or to stay at home to learn virtually, we then changed our style of teaching. So we would have maybe like 8 kids in class, and then we would have like 10 kids on the computer through Zoom watching us. So that was a cool experience to learn as well. And then, of course, when COVID shut everything down, my classes switched to being online, and then I finished my bachelor's degree with online classes. So when I graduated in May of 22, everything stayed online. So wrapping up with technology that we use today, we use Google Classroom a lot. So students have the app on their Chromebook, and in Google Classroom we have all of the assignments, reminders, everything that they would ever need in Google Classroom is kind of like our main source of home. Then we also have a class app, which is really cool. So with our students being in middle school, almost all of them have phones. So we have like a QR code that they could scan. It would take them right to our class app, and then they could have it on their phone where they would have reminders, like their homework schedule. We would have different announcements, like for class parties and whatnot on there. We also use Pear Deck, which Pear Deck is really cool because it displays our Google Slides directly on their Chromebook. So if they have vision struggles, it's right there for them. If they need it to read the problem to them or to read the question to them, it'll do that for them as well on there. And then, like I'd mentioned, each student does have a Chromebook, so that makes it really nice for students. And then we also use Sora. So Sora is also an app that students have on their Chromebook, and they use it to utilize our readings. So when we're reading like Percy Jackson, for example, they can have it on their computer if they're out a day, if they have to do homework and whatnot. They can access it on their computer without having to have a hard book. So that is about me. I am super excited for this class, and I can't wait to meet all of you guys. Have a great day.